my main preoccupation right now is what is making Africans retrogress.
So music is only a very small part of it.
Exactly. See, but music is a small part of it, but at the same time, I consider music to be effective, like a weapon to inform people. African leaders we have all over Africa today are very preoccupied with their own personal development, personal richness, you know. So it is, they are committing crimes against the African people.
And they're not the right persons on
And they're not the
that
right
place.
persons in that place. They are putting us into bondage, they're making us slaves, they follow white man's footsteps too much, they don't want to improve Africa as Africa should be improved. They are not authentic, and they are corrupt. Africa has to improve by its own methods. You see, every race has a reason to be born.
Yeah.
The white people have a reason to be born in Europe. So when they're born in Europe, they create their own cultures and their own way of life. They have their own God that they worship. In Africa, we had a reason to be born there. So we have a God, we have our gods, and we have our mode of worship. You see. But when the African doesn't want to understand or participate in the reason why he was born, then he becomes a failure. See, so all the African leaders look up to Europe for progress. Okay, you cannot know a white man's things better than the white man. So therefore, you cannot intend to progress at the same level with the white man. You see, Africa has not been able to contribute its own knowledge to this universe. But we have knowledge in Africa. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
You see, so all these things need to be in the education system of the African countries. The fact that Africa must unite as one government must be in the education system in African countries. Citizens of Europe should be informed that British taught us democracy. America introduced democracy into Africa. Okay. There can never be a military rule in Britain or America. Never. They will not accept it because in their culture, they know that the soldier has his place in the society, and everybody understands that. Now they bring the same culture to my people, and the soldiers are now ruling many African countries. And America and Britain does business with these governments. But these governments cannot be legal governments because they are military governments, which they cannot accept in their countries. So that cannot be fair. These are the kind of things we're fighting about. The situation in Europe is not the situation in Nigeria, in my country, for instance. You see, you have the European system that you clearly understand and you work out. But we have an alien system that guides our minds, which is the European system. And our minds are African. So there's a total confusion in that country. Everything's so expensive. There's foreign currency for that matter, you know, foreign currency problem for that matter. In some African countries, 1 unit dollar is 200 units of that country's money. 1 to 200, and it's ridiculous.